It's easy to say everything's better when it's fresh, right? But have you ever tried freshly milled flour? You're missing out if you haven't tried this. We're going to try it together on the show, celebrating National Flour Month with the folks at Black Fox Flour. They have a cool milling machine, a cool process, and you're going to see a whole bunch of that cool stuff on CKPG Today. Some red fife on your screen because we're celebrating National Flour Month on the show today at Black Fox Flour with Kevin Pedersen. Great to see you.
Yeah, thanks, Caden. Yeah.
Thanks for having us here at your home base. This is in Prince George, near Otway. This is, I would say, the benefit of COVID is what we were learning about. This is when this all started for you?
Yeah, we started just over 5 years ago. And like I was saying, it was kind of a passion project of mine. And it started, I love the aromas and the flavors of fresh flour, and we did it for a long time just on our own. And then when we were looking to kind of set up a business, we thought, well, this would be an amazing thing to bring to our community. And I remember we were down in Los Angeles, and there was a flour milling company down there, and I thought, well, if it's good enough for Los Angeles, it's good enough for Prince George, right? So no, it was a real amazing journey. And like our specialty is actually mill to order flour. So it's the flour you see on the store shelves. We don't exactly know when it was milled, but everything that's nourishing and flavorful in it is pulled out, so it can stay on the shelf for quite a while. And but what we wanted to do is wanted to bring that life back into the flour, the flavors and the nourishment back into the flour, and get away from it sitting on the shelf. So that's why we do mill to order flour. So it's milled. We mill twice a month, and then we ship it right after it's milled directly to the customer. We ship it across Canada, or we deliver it in Prince George the next day. So they get the freshest flour possible and everything that goes with that.
So now that you've consumed and you've milled your own flour, could you ever go back to store-bought? Would you be able to be like, that's terrible? Is that what you're...
Yeah, well, like I say, I started it 5 years ago, and I remember buying a bag of organic flour, and it's actually still in our pantry. And that's the thing, like with flour, even though it's organic but everything's pulled out, it doesn't have any life in it, so it stays shelf stable for quite a while. So. But no, we enjoy the flour on a daily basis. That's kind of my quality control, is we make sourdough bread pretty much every day. We use buckwheat for like pancakes and crepes and things like that. We use like emmers for the pastas, and the pizza doughs, a hard red spring or the red fife. It's there's lots of variety we have. We focus on we have all the four ancient grains. So Khorasan, emmer, spelt, and einkorn, and then we have a heritage grain, which is red fife grain, heritage grain, and then we have a hard red spring. We have a rye, we have durum. So there's a lot of different varieties we have, and it's amazing to hear the stories of why customers buy it. Some are really passionate sourdough bread bakers, and others, they may not be able to tolerate commercial flours, where they can tolerate the organic flours and the fresh ground flours. And then for those that are interested in the long fermentation breads, like with the sourdough, the fresh milled flour, the sourdough process, the fermentation process brings more out of the grains than just like a yeasted kind of bread. So there's a lot of amazing things that come about with fresh milled flour. And but the flavors are incredible. I think once people try baking with it, or try making pastas or things like that, it just blows them away.
It's way different.
They never realize that flour should have flavor or smells or things like that, or aromas that are amazing. It's like when you taste the bread from like one of these flowers, it has a finish like a wine, right? So yeah, it has a really nice flavor that stays with you. So
I like it. So we're showing off one of the best kept secrets then.
Yeah.
Organically milled flour.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to show you a little bit more about black fox flour here today. Get up close and personal with the machine that does it. You've got to be the only guy around that does this kind of thing, right? How rare are these machines?
Yeah, like in northern BC, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
We learned a little bit about the grain so far. I'd say, do you want to step into the big room where all the magic happens?
Sure, you bet. Yeah,
all right, let's get in there.
And so just turn that on.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Miss an episode? That's okay, life gets busy. We get it. Or maybe you didn't miss anything, but you're here to watch that one feature again because honestly, it was that good. No judgment. Here's the good news. You can relive every moment of the CKPG Today Show whenever you want. Head over to ckpgtoday.ca, click on the Today Show tab, and voila. So grab some snacks, kick back, and binge away because let's face it, life's too short to miss out on great local TV.
All right, you walk into the room where all the magic happens. You see this machine. This is a monstrosity, Kevin. This looks pretty foreign. What is it?
Yeah, so this is our flour mill. So it's a handcrafted flour mill from Austria.
Wow.
And so I fell in love with actually the mill. I did a bread baking course out at Red Rooster Bakery, and that's where I actually fell in love with fresh milled flour. And Monica had a beautiful mill, and it was the same manufacturer. And so when we started looking at doing the flour mill, this is what I wanted to have this type of machine. So it has the ability to do whole wheat or whole grain flour.
Okay.
So if you just feed it in the hopper here, the grains, and then it goes through here into a stone mill, and then you open this, and then the whole grain flour comes out. And then if you want to have like a sifted flour, it has a sifter here, and so you can put in the screens. So
this is like so many you would change.
This is like a really fine screen. So that would be almost like a 00, like with the flour, like the Italian flour.
Okay.
So the other one we do, a sifted one, is we'll do it today, is with the buckwheat flour.
Okay.
And so the buckwheat has a husk, and so what happens with the sifter is it actually just extracts all that husk out, a really flaky, kind of hard, flaky piece.
It looks like chili flakes almost.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So buckwheat, as I was mentioning, it's a non-gluten grain or non-gluten. But it's a beautiful flavor, like the French use it for crepes.
Oui.
Yes, yeah. And then also for pancakes, buckwheat pancakes are wonderful. Japanese soba noodles with buckwheat. So yeah, buckwheat's a really interesting one. So this can hold, I think I've had as much as 100 kilograms.
100 kilos?
Of one grain. So we make sure this one's open and everything is good. And so just turn that on.
Hasta la vista, baby. It's so satisfying to watch.
Yeah. And so it'll start coming out. Yeah, the flakes will start coming out there. And then the flour we'll just keep it in there for now. Normally I'll have it flowing. There we go.
Okay. Wow. Look at that.
So that's the buckwheat flour. So you can see it went in with all the husks on, and then it just creates a really nice fine flour that you can use for lots of different things.
And how do you know it's good? You're looking for certain things in here to know it's good, or is it the machine that you know it's consistent?
Yeah. No, it's like what this kind of certainly going through the sifter.
Yeah.
It basically can only kind of get through the finer particles.
Okay.
So that's the kind of the consistency that you'd kind of see from a regular buckwheat flour.
100%.
So this is a a hard red, about 50% hard red spring, the sifted, so it gives it that foundation. And then about 30% of spelt, so that's a spelt whole grain. Okay. So one of the ancient grains, and that gives it, the spelt and the hard red spring work together really well. Like it gives an extra rise. And then about 20% einkorn. And so the spelt and the einkorn and hard red spring, just flavors, that's my favorite kind of blend.
Okay,
so,
this is Kevin's pick.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, we got to try it together.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
So grab a piece and
I'm going to grab this one.
Sure, there we go.
And you grab that one.
Yeah.
And we're going to cheers bread together. Because sourdough, especially made by Kevin Pedersen, I can't wait to try it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
To National Flower Month. You're
National Flower Month.
Flower.
Ah.
All right. Oh, immediate flavor. That's delicious.
There you go.
Okay, as we're eating this, if people are interested, ordering your flour, how do they do it? Reach out online?
Blackfoxflour.com. All one word, Black Fox Flour. And then you can order online. And then we mill twice every month. So it's generally about 2 weeks apart. So
all right.
You always have fresh flour.
This is so delicious. Like, I wish I could feed it to you on television for everybody at home. You're just gonna have to come get some yourself, okay?
Absolutely.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right. That's great. Thank you. Yeah, all right.
Tired of missing the good stuff? Let CKPG Today come to you. Our new weekly email newsletter delivers local stories, contests, and can't-miss moments from the show straight to your inbox. No digging through social media anymore. It's free, it's easy, and it's very local. Sign up now at ckpgtoday.ca or by scanning the QR code on your screen now.
Always great to celebrate Prince George athletes when they accomplish great things, and some boxers from Inner City Boxing just got back from national competition. We're so lucky to have one in studio today. We got Thunder and his coach, Jag Sira. Showed it to you, and Kenny as well, who's not here today, but a big coaching part of your career. Thunder, how was Nationals? Tell me.
Oh man, Nationals was great. It was really, really cool being there in front of so many fighters on such a big stage, and seeing so many like high-level fighters and being a part of that environment was really, really cool for the first time, and I felt like I belonged right there with them. And performing in Nationals, I felt like I performed to my absolute best, and I felt that I did really, really good, but unfortunately I did come up a little short.
Yeah, well, you fought some guy from Quebec. We're not even going to say his name because, you know, we don't show him that much respect. But he was 6-0 coming in. You were 8-1. But it's your first national event like this. So what did you, is there things that you take away from this, knowing when you're going back next time you're going to work on?
Oh yeah, for sure. And his record actually said he was 6-0, but he was a 2-time national champion.
Oh.
So he did have a lot more fights than 6.
Fair.
And but you know, going up against, my first 2 open fights have been against national champions, and I've lost a split decision, and I did really, really good against this guy. And you know, taking that away is just, I know I'm gonna get way better, and I already feel it. I remember like the day after I was cutting the fight again, and I felt way different. I could feel it in my body and how I move. Yeah.
Well, it's been awesome to see you grow as an athlete, grow as an interviewee here on the set as well. We've had you a number of times now. Jag, what is it like to watch your athletes in Inner City Boxing grow? Thunder included, but you got some others at national championships as well.
Honestly, man, it's like a dream come true, you know, like these guys, they're putting in that hard work all the time, and you know, it's all paying off at the end now, you know, like already back at the Nationals, only being open for 2 years, and you know, we didn't get the results we wanted, but it's just setting us up for the next few years, you know what I mean? So it was truly just an honor to see these guys compete.
And when we were walking in today into the studio, you were saying it was the first time for you back at Nationals, you and Kenny, since you guys competed there.
Yeah.
What was that like for you as a coach?
It was like we're back, you know what I mean? Like
a bit of deja vu?
Deja vu, yeah. We saw a lot of familiar faces, you know what I mean? A lot of new faces, so the scene is changing for sure. But it was just really nice to connect with some old friends and old coaches and stuff, and yeah, super cool.
Well, Coach Bob would be very proud of where you guys are right now, that's for sure. Inner City Boxing, definitely back on the map. Thunder, what was it like, the atmosphere? Talk to me about this, because so was there a bunch of fights going on at once? Was there one?
Was there a main stage? How did it work?
There was, so as soon as you walk in, you'd see both rings. And
Okay.
that was a really cool factor too, was seeing 2 rings going at the same time. That was really cool to see. You know, I think that was probably like my first time seeing that. And just being in that environment, the crowd there, you know, it was almost like our show in October here, you know, having fighting in front of so many people. And I remember coming out for the fight and walking out, looking up and seeing all the big lights, and I was just like, man, wow, this feels amazing. You know, I believe that I'm made for the lights. I love the lights, fighting in front of a crowd. I always love putting on a good show, and the atmosphere was just, it was unbelievable.
Well, hey, you know what? Hopefully, maybe they make a movie about you one day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it could. Innis? I think it sounds pretty good. But Jag, what are some of the things you tell your athletes? I mean, to take away from a tournament like this? Yeah, you were saying you didn't get the result you wanted, but like when you come back to the club now, what are you working on with them?
You know, we have a thing when we come back from a big tournament like this, we'll do a little debriefing, you know what I mean? And we write down, me and Kenny will just sit there, we'll talk, this is what we need to be doing now, this is what was working. And yeah, this is the cool thing about this sport, you know what I mean? There's always something you always need to be working on, you know what I mean? So we just put our minds together and we just break each athlete down one by one individually. And you know, this was great for you, you did great. And this is something we need to work on, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the sweet thing about this sport for sure.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So now that you got a taste of it, you want to go back again, Thunder?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're waiting for next year.
Yep.
So is next year going to be in Calgary as well? Is that what you're planning for?
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it's going to be in Calgary.
Yeah.
It might be in Calgary or it might be down east, but
Okay.
yeah, either way we're ready.
Inner city boxing is going to be ready.
Inner
to
city
be ready to
boxing's
go.
gonna be ready.
Obviously, it takes a lot of work to get to nationals. I mean, you've been boxing for how long now, Thunder?
Coming up on 3 years.
3 years. Okay, so you start, and who knows where it takes you. What would be your tip to someone out there thinking about trying boxing?
Man.
Or some words of wisdom for a young boxer watching.
Yeah, just boxing is such a interesting sport, and I believe that like it's made for anyone. Anyone could try boxing, you know what I mean? But it takes a special kind of person to really want to pursue this as a career and take this to the pinnacle, right? And anyone is capable of doing that. It's just if you want it bad enough.
I like it. If you want it bad enough. Well, hey, you're a pro in and out of the ring, so thanks so much for making the time to chat with us today. And congratulations. That is an excellent achievement to be boxing at nationals 3 years into your boxing career. Give yourself a pat on the back because you did a good job there. And yeah, look forward to having you back here in the studio to talk about nationals next year.
Oh, yeah.
Sound good? Mm-hmm. All right, thanks for
thank
coming in
you.
today, guys.
Thank you, man.
Time to take a look outside at our CKPG snapshot of the day from Wilma Bohr, who caught this cool scene here. Some pintail ducks, northern pintails. You can see a male and a female here, just chilling out, likely on their migratory path. These birds are some of the longest travelers. They head up all the way to the Arctic, and they're some of the earliest nesters as well in the duck family. They nest as soon as the ice starts to thaw, so they're on their way. And did you know, pintails don't make a quacking sound. The male actually makes like a train whistle sound. There's some cool duck knowledge there for you today. Maybe you don't give a quack about that, but that's okay. We told you anyway, and you can use that at your own will. Thanks, Wilma, for sharing. Folks, if you have a snapshot, send it our way. Snapshot@ckpg.com is our email.
I didn't know you had a career in acting, but here we are.
Hey, I did commercials for CKPG back in the 90s.
It is true, it is true.
What do you got for us today?
We're doing Rainbow Shard.
Okay. Rainbow shard.
Yeah.
What makes it rainbow?
I mean, look at it.
I know I'd be jumping all over that.
Oh yeah. Tough summers up there.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah. Hot dogs at the turn. Yeah, it's awful.
More is more. Yeah, there you go. Get a rub in there. That's a lot. Yeah,
That's a lot.
It's like driving a crazy carpet, but it has no brakes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you stop?
You plan ahead.
Heard about the rainbow shard now. Which doesn't shrink, by the way.
What?
No, it's not shrinking.
Just give it a minute.
Oh, be confident on the grill. You gotta get in there. It's hot. It's hot. You know, and this is why
I'm not seasoned for this.
you'll see broiler cooks have no hair on their arms.
I was gonna say, I mean.
I think the cat stole the show.
At the end, the friendly cat.
He liked the International Delight Creamer.
I can't think of a nicer guy to spend a spring date with.
I'd say the salmon.
The salmon.
Yeah.
Can't go
'Cause
wrong
we
with
got
the salmon.
salmon over there and salmon over there. So.
Salmon over here, salmon everywhere. Okay, the choke cherries are ready.
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna. This is a finishing touch of the entire feature here today. So
Yes.
You got the pressure on.
Oh, do I?
You do.
Oh, damn.
Hey there, got an idea or suggestion for the show? Reach out and connect through our social media or send us an email at letstalk@ckpgtoday.ca.
Remember COVID? Everyone can't forget that, right? All the quarantines, all this crazy stuff. Well, what about SARS? It was like COVID before COVID, right? Didn't really get much of it here in British Columbia, but in Ontario they get hit really hard with it. So today we're going to look back in history at what that was like. Little do people know it was going to be way worse like 20 years later, but we're going to look back at SARS together in history today. Looking back to 2003 in history, a lot of conversations happening in Canada around the spread of SARS, of course. This is very early in the epidemic, of course. SARS, severe acute respiratory symptom, which included fever, dry cough, shortness of breath, and breathing difficulties. It's just in the beginning of the spread of this disease in Canada, affecting mainly Toronto, and it didn't really make its way to BC. Toronto's the most affected, but according to this article, BC was very, very careful about watching for the spread of the disease before taking further action. You probably remember this. Easy to draw the parallels to COVID. Of course, a quick look in history shows us thousands of people were quarantined in Canada over SARS. 44 people were killed, and it led to some big changes within the Canadian healthcare system as to how these kind of diseases are managed. Anyways, folks, thanks so much for watching with us this week. It's been a joy to bring you all the great local people, the great features that we know we love. A big shout out to our staff behind the scenes, director Alex Cassidy. We've got producer Zach Dallas and audio specialist Nolan Allen, as many others as well here at CKPG. A shout out to our coffee delivery today, folks, as well. Get your own at the Open Door Cafe. These folks do it great. They do it right. They do it local. It's what we know we love. We'll see you after the weekend, folks. Bye for now.